Hello everyone, welcome back to Review This. Today we're gonna be talking about Love, Death and Robots. Love, Death and Robots is a show that is not for kids at all, whatsoever. Obviously, adults can watch animated things too. The only difference between an animation for kids and an animation for adults, in this particular case, is that there's a lot of this and this. But I promise that each episode has a mind-blowing story that is gonna leave you wanting more. Love, Death and Robots is a show that I was not planning to see. But you know, one of those days when you have a lot of things to do, so instead you just decide to take a 20-minute breaks that then turn into an hour and days and weeks. Has that never happened to you?
Oh my god, I need help.
Well, what motivated me to extend this 20-minute break was the fact that one of the characters reminded me so much to Ruby Rose. So yes, I can say that my insane crush for Ruby Rose led me to continue finishing this season of Love, Death and Robots.
Awesome, hilarious, handsome.
But boy, oh boy, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Because after the first episode, I was so hyped. I told my boyfriend, I can't wait to see what happens with Ruby Rose next. And he's like,
Yeah, about that, this series is an anthology.
Regardless of the fact that I did not know what anthology meant at the moment.
I don't get it.
You uncultured swine!
I was so disappointed. Not because of the show per se, but because I was not gonna see Ruby Rose doppelgänger anymore. And because this is not my type of show. An unfinished story, what happens to the character, how did it got there, why is it there, none of that is answered. So that's just stressed me out and it drives me crazy. But yet, they were so intriguing to see. It's really hard to tell you in one sentence what this TV show is about. There are werewolf soldiers, dumpster monsters, killer machines, and there are so many more things going on. There are 18 episodes in the first season of Love, Death and Robots, along, of course, with violence, sex, and gore. And they all last from 5 minutes to 15 minutes. Something I found that a few of them had in common were cats. What is up with these people and cats? I mean, long ago, cats were considered godlike creatures. So, I guess they're trying to bring that back?
The prophecy is true.
Just to make you a summary, Dracula is afraid of cats. There are so many random things with this show. It's hilarious and it's intriguing and it makes sense and it doesn't make sense. Each episode also has a unique visual style, so it doesn't get boring. It goes from 2D animation to 3D animation, and each one is done in a different technique. So not only the story is different, but also what you're looking at, it's different. So you get tension, you get excitement. There were some really disturbing and off-putting stories, and others that you're just like, wow. Or like, oh my god, that's so freaking cool. So based on that same level of excitement, I decided to select my favorite ones. Number 5, Lucky 13. Lucky 13 is about this aircraft called Lucky 13. no one else on the crew wants to fly this ship. Mainly because every crew that has missions there ends up dead. Now, rookies don't get the chance to pick the plane they're going to fly. So she gets assigned Lucky 13 to her new mission and she has no other choice. However, the aircraft has intelligence on its own. And during the course of the episode, both the pilot and the aircraft get attached to each other until they are attacked and each are pressed to make a difficult decision. The actress who portrays this character is Posey Washington, and she is known from Orange is the New Black. Number 4, Suits. Suits is about some farmers protecting their homes with giant robot machines from aliens. You don't know why, you don't know how they got there, but at the end, there's a small plot twist, and then you're like, holy shit, of course. It reminded me a lot of the movie A Quiet Place, and it also has a similarity to Titanfall, just because of the setting of the story. I really like that you really get a glance of the personality of the characters and their capabilities and the difficulty of the situation that they are in, and all this happens in less than 20 minutes. Number 3, Shapeshifters. Shapeshifters is a story about two brothers in arms that can shapeshift into werewolves. These two soldiers are employed and used by the military as weaponry. The twist happens when we find out that the opposition also has shapeshifters that turns into werewolves and uses them in their guerrilla tactics. This one reminded me a lot to Supernatural and Harry Potter because, of course, why it shouldn't? Number 2 is called Good Hunting. This boy called Lian is the son of a spirit hunter, but he befriends and forms a strong bond with a spirit. As the story progresses, Lian moves into a steampunk Chinese European city. As the city grows, the spirits left dwindle, and Lian finds himself helping Huli Jiang in order to fight the corruption of the city. What I like the most about this episode is the world building, the incorporation of traditional and futuristic fantastic elements blend together to form something that I found truly unique. I was looking more into this Huli Jiang story, and it's actually a myth story in the Chinese culture. Number 1, Sunny's Edge. This episode portrays a savage, nameless dystopian future in which people who can control monster robots fight in high-stake gladiatorial battles. How freaking cool is that? The battle was really intense. I like the character's background and the fact that they tell you why she is the way she is, and that she is not just fighting for the money. She's actually fighting for her life. As I mentioned, I like it a lot because the character reminds me of Ruby Rose, but the actual actress is called Helen Sadler. Anyway, this episode had a lot of plot twists, and that's what it gave it the sense of holy shit. Sunny is a fighter that has won way too many battles, and this rich old brat just comes in and wants her to lose the next battle, and in exchange he'll give her like a ton of money. After that, things just get out of hand, and what you think is happening or what you think is going to happen is actually not happening. It blows your mind. Okay, this is all I got for today for Love, Death and Robots. Remember to like and subscribe, and let me know how do you feel about this TV show. Which one was your favorite episode or which one you didn't like? See you guys later on Review This.